Hello everyone and welcome back to another video today. This is another tutorial video, and I believe this is my first non-mob farm tutorial video. If not, then someone can correct me. But today we are going to be building a downwards diagonal piston bolt. This is a redstone contraption that basically it's transportation purposes, and basically it sends a minecart at like 3 times the speed. Plus it goes diagonally, which is really cool. So let's get into that. So what you're going to want to do is start with a 2x2 platform here. It doesn't need to be in the sky. This is just for the purpose of this video. Then what you're going to want to do is just come up as far as you possibly want. It doesn't need to be, it can go all the way from the bottom to build limit. Doesn't matter. So for the sake of this, we'll just do maybe a few more. Okay, so this should be looking like this, and most of these are actually temporary blocks, but you're gonna want to keep this corner block and every one not temporary. So yeah. So the next thing you want to do is take a piston and place it on the side like this on every single one of these, just like so. This is a fairly expensive build, so it's definitely not like anything to build starting off if you have very limited resources in survival anyway. So there we go. And then the next thing we want to do is have a observer looking into the block, so you can actually remove this block from every one of these to make it just easier to see. Okay, so now what you want to do is take your observer and put it in so it's facing the corner, the opposite corner. So both of the observers should be facing this block, and then you just want to build this all the way to the top. Just like so. I leave the top one. Don't put one on the top like that. And then you just want to continue this down and make sure, remember to have it here. It will not work if you have it facing this observer, so they shouldn't be facing each other. And what's in my inventory right now is all of the materials that you're going to need to build the farm. So it should be looking just like this. So the next thing you want to do is you want to take your rails. You're going to need not a ton of rails, because the only actual rails will be these ones here. So you're going to want to do this. So basically fill this entire area here and then take out the ones on the side. So it should be looking just like so. You want curved rails here. And you really don't, however many layers you build, you just need to have 2 extra for these temporary ones, because you can always reuse them just to save on the cost a little bit. And then there we go. Oh, and one more on the bottom. So there we go. So now what you can do is you can take out all of these blocks on the sides here. And you will see why in a little bit. This is to stop the collision with the minecart, which will eventually be on this. So there we go. So it should be looking just like this. You actually don't even need that one. So there we go. Yeah, it should look like this. And then what you can do is bring this out and then just do that. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is actually make the wave to activate these pistons. So what you're going to want to do is come down like this with note blocks. Note blocks have a special property, is that they only send out a single tick pulse on activation. So that's perfect for what we need here. So it should be looking just like this at this time. And then there's only one more thing we need to do to finish this, is put a block, like any solid block behind this. It can't be a transparent block, so it can't be like glass or like leaves or anything, so it needs to be just like this. And it doesn't matter what the tune of the whatever is. Okay, and then the next thing I want to do is, this is not needed, but it is, it's very helpful actually. So you want to have it just like this, and then you want to have the platform looking just like this, and then you want to get a fence. Oh, actually you want to have this one more down, sorry. Okay, and then you just want to have fences just like so, and this is to capture your minecart. Okay, so now actually the entire piston bolt is completed. So now we can actually give it a test here. So if you place the minecart, it should be placed diagonally there. And as soon as you press that button, it should send it down that minecart, just like so. And the reason we have the cactus at the bottom is to actually destroy the minecart. You don't need this because then you actually don't get it back if you do it like I have built here. There are other ways to do it, but this is a cool way just to make it pretty much completely automatic. So go down here, and then we get put on this block here, and you also collect the minecart most of the time anyway, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, we can press the button to show it in action again, and there you go. And we can even get entities in it, so let's say we want a villager. We could have a villager go in it, just like so, and as soon as we press it, we see him go down there, and it works perfect. And again, if you want to extend it anymore, just make sure that you have to put the rails from the bottom to the top, because if not, I can show you, the rails will actually start to connect, so it does not work like that, unfortunately. Yeah, so you can't actually go from the bottom to the top. So here we go. Obviously, if you see, the bottom one will connect like that, and that won't work. Anyway, that was it for today's video. It's a shorter one, but it's also a pretty cool one. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, a subscribe would be greatly appreciated. A like would be greatly appreciated, and the best of all, a comment would be awesome. And leave a comment if you did end up building this design, and what you think it could improve by. It does cost quite a bit, so a way to cut down the cost would be cool, but the observers are fairly expensive, and then obviously you need iron for the pistons, and then redstone for the note blocks. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.